Hello and welcome to Patents TV. I'm Daniel McNulty.
And I'm Ella McNulty.
This is episode number 32, and I'm really excited today to have some super extraordinary talent in the studio with me to show us some really cool and really easy ways of utilizing video, digital video, on the iPad in particular, to engage students and to provide students with an alternate response method to some possibly more traditional types of assignments, which I'll talk about more in a few moments. So welcome, Ella, and thank you for being here today. I'm super excited to have you. Would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm 10 years old and I'm in 5th grade and I love to read and play soccer.
You like to read and play soccer, and I think you also like to write stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What kind of stories do you like to write?
Fiction.
You like to write fiction?
Mm-hmm.
Fun stories?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we're going to write some stories today, at least one story. And I'm so glad you're here. So really, I think what you're going to talk about today is the iMovie app, which is not a free app for the iOS devices, the iPads, the iPhones, and the iTouches, but it's $4.99, so it's a $5 app, pretty affordable, and it really allows students to do, and teachers, to do some really pretty amazing things with digital video. And the reason we came across this is because Ella just kind of found my iPad one day and started creating what's called a movie trailer all by herself. So can you tell us real quick, what is a movie trailer? Is it a full movie?
No, it's kind of like an ad to a movie.
With these trailers in the iMovie app, they kind of provide you a template, so you kind of go step by step through and create an advertisement for a movie, basically.
Yes.
And what are the movies about? Can they be about anything you want?
Yeah, you have to pick a theme and then you just fill in the outline in the storyboard.
Okay, so pick a theme, fill in the outline, do a storyboard. Sounds pretty cool. How'd you learn how to do all this stuff? Take special classes?
No.
No?
I just found it.
No, and you're like 42 years old?
10.
You're only 10?
Yes.
And nobody showed you how to do this?
No.
So you mean teachers could probably do this in their classrooms?
Yes.
Without much trouble?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to talk real quick about universal design for learning. So with universal design for learning, there's 3 basic principles. First basic principle is to provide multiple and flexible means of providing information to students. And the second principle of universal design for learning is providing multiple and flexible means of allowing students to provide answers, to show what they know, to respond. And so the third principle is providing multiple and flexible ways of engaging students, which is pretty difficult sometimes. But this to me seems incredibly engaging, and that's what grabbed my attention initially. Is Ella just picked up the iPad and was immediately engaged in this for hours without any prompts or instruction from me, and she was working on things like writing and organizing and structuring and doing some really cool technical things as well. So we're really going to focus on the second 2 UDL principles, because I didn't really provide any instruction for number 1, but number 2 is her providing multiple and flexible ways of showing what she knows, which students really have to be able to do. And number 3, providing multiple and flexible ways of engaging kids. So I think first what I'd really love for you to do, Ella, is show us one of these stories that you've created. So I think you have a really short one created that's like about a minute and a half long. Tell us real quick what it's about.
It's about a 10-year-old girl who is a spy.
A 10-year-old spy.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see it. So that's pretty neat. So you made a movie about yourself as a 10-year-old spy about a missing dog who happens to be one of your dogs, right? Did the dog object? Do you have to pay her a whole lot of money to be in this video?
No.
No. And what about the other actors in this movie? Do you have to pay them a lot to be a part of this?
No.
No, you just kind of went around and had
Yeah.
fun? Yeah. Something you could probably do in school too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So what I'd really like to do now with you, Ella, is walk through a new one. So we've started to create one. I should say you've started to create one. I haven't had much to do with it at all. About us, about patents.
Yeah.
And so what I'd like to do is go through the process of what that looks like from beginning to end as far as creating that. So the first thing you do is open the iMovie app, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's jump over to your iPad now. And so now people should just be seeing your iPad, so you can just use that like you normally would. So it looks to me like you have a few projects up there.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and tell us.
The one I'm going to be showing you is the first one, Patents Project. And you just click on it. And first you'd pick a theme.
Yeah. So, okay, so you clicked on Patents Project. And so here we are, and so you said you picked a theme. Now
Alright.
tell me what that means.
It means like you could pick a superhero theme, which is what this one is, which means it gives you things to fill in for that.
So would I be correct in saying that a theme is sort of like a template? Does it
Yes.
give you a template to fill in?
Yeah.
Cool. So you don't really have to have a whole lot of movie editing skills, do you?
No.
Just have to have great ideas.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so we've picked a theme, and now we have this template.
Yeah.
And so the template looks like this, I think you called it an outline along the left-hand
Yeah,
side of the screen.
Yes.
Okay.
The first thing you would fill in was the Patents Project movie name, and so you just click on it and type it in.
So you need a title.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then you have your cast members, and some only have 1 and some have 2 to 6 cast members in them.
Some
Some
themes
yeah.
have 2, some have 6. So what if you wanted to have like 4? Could you have 4?
Yeah, because those ones that have up to 6, you could have 2 to 6 of them. So you could eliminate some or add some.
Okay. Is there any that that have more than 6?
No.
Okay. So 2 to 6 cast members.
So then you do that, and then you come down to studio, and you need a studio name, which would be the first thing that shows up, and a logo style, which,
So how do you come up with something like a studio name? You just make it up?
yeah, you just, it's kind of like what you want it to be.
And so for this one, what did you make the studio name?
Patents TV.
Oh, good choice. I like that one. And so then we're down there at, you said logo style. So go
Yeah.
ahead and tell us about that.
And logo style is how Patents TV shows up. So here you could have color bars, dandelion, galaxy, street lamp, or trees. We have galaxy.
Now wait a minute, there's some choices in there. Galaxy, street lamp. How do you know what those things are? Aren't you afraid to touch them?
Well, you can touch them and they'll show up, and if you don't like it, you can change it.
Oh, so if you pick one you don't like, you just pick a different one.
Yes.
No harm done.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And this is what it looks like.
So in a classroom, you might have a group of kids
Yeah.
working on one movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that'd
there
be
would
cool.
be different people for everyone.
So not even everybody has to be an actor in the movie.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that's the last thing you have to do, and then you go to your storyboard.
Wait, how did you go to the storyboard?
Well, there's a little tab that says storyboard, and you just click on that.
Right there in the middle of the screen, there's one that says outline, and the other one
Yeah.
says storyboard. I gotcha. Okay.
And the next thing you'll do is put in the first set of words, that'll go with pictures.
Okay.
And we put Patent Central Office staff and pictures of the Patent Central Office staff.
Okay. So where it says Patent Central Office staff, that's what you typed in there. You could have typed
Yeah.
anything you wanted.
Yeah.
In there. Okay. And so then it gives where we put some pictures in there already. Those would just be empty, and it would tell
Yeah.
you what kind of a picture, whether it's a group picture or a single person picture.
But you don't have to follow those.
You can put whatever you want
Yeah,
in there.
because
You can be creative.
yeah, because sometimes you don't really want to put those in there.
Fine. Okay.
And then for this one, it's superhero theme. So they had like the words "bam" and "crack" and "pow" in there.
Yeah.
So when you put your picture in there, that'll show up after a while.
Okay.
And like it'll say that.
And can you change those words too that they
Yes,
already have in there?
you can.
Okay.
But we left them.
We left them. Boom and
then-
crack and pow are good words.
Yes.
Well, they're good ones to leave.
And then you just put your 3 pictures in here.
Okay.
And then you can change those. And you come down here and you have a set of 4 pictures and you type in your next words. And we
Okay. So now, can you show us for one of these pictures? It looks like you already have some pictures in here of us working. Can you change one of those and go ahead and take a picture of the camera guys over here and put that in instead?
Sure. Take this one, and you just delete it. And then you can either take a photo or a video.
Photo or video. All right. They're not used to being on this side of the camera.
And
Oh,
then,
that's pretty easy. So it pops right in.
yeah, and then you just can go by and look at it
Okay.
and zoom in. And then when you have what you want, you click the done button
Okay.
in the little corner, and then you have a new picture there.
Okay.
So you can go back and change your pictures when you want.
Okay. So it looks like you've added quite a few words in here already.
Yes.
What if you wanted to go back in here to this one that says, for example, and having fun? You just touch where the words are, and you delete the words that are there, and type in your own words.
Yes.
Okay, so what if you wanted to change that right now from saying, and having fun, to saying, and really having fun?
You would just go back and type it in. And then you could just click,
Put the keyboard
This.
away. Nice.
and then you have it.
Nice. And you did that without even having a real keyboard, right?
Yeah.
So nothing bad happens if you use the keyboard on the iPad? 'Cause some
No.
people are really afraid to use that thing. Nothing bad happens?
Nope.
All right, cool. So it looks like we have this video trailer pretty much ready to go. You've got a lot of cool stuff in there, some good text, some good pictures. Go ahead and play it for us and show us what it looks like. Excellent. Very cool, Ella. So really, you took some of those pictures today. Some of those pictures we already had from a few days ago. But how long would you say that took you to put together?
About a few hours.
A few hours? Yeah, and you did it pretty much by yourself.
Yeah.
So tell me, how do you think that you would like to use this in your classroom, or how do you think other teachers could use it with their students in their classrooms? Just one way or two ways.
Well, for assignments, you can make a movie about what you learned or something.
You can make a movie about what you learned. I like that idea. Yeah, what else?
Teachers could show you stuff teachers could teach you stuff by doing that.
Teachers could make a movie to show to students. UDL Principle number 1. I like it. Very cool, Ella. So I thank you for coming today. We're almost out of time. Pretty fun?
Yes.
I'm really glad you're here. Remember, the first and third Tuesdays of the month, Patents TV is live now, and every other one now features an assistive technology type of vendor spotlight.